Avatar was, of course, the highest grossing movie of all time for a while until the Avengers Endgame came out. And I think, guys, that many of us, even though there was a lot of us were, a lot of mixed reviews on Avatar as a whole, none of us can disagree with the sheer amount of just the way the movie looked from a graphical standpoint, from using, all of the VFX and everything that James Cameron used in the original Avatar movie. I mean, just so many people absolutely were stunned at just how gorgeous that world looked, the world of Pandora. And so a lot of us have been really looking forward to the continuation of this series in a major standpoint. And I would say, guys, that at this point, where is Avatar 2? So let's talk about that. So we've talked about Avatar 2 on the YouTube channel up to this point, and I want to talk about, where is this movie at? Are they, done with, filming, or, what is going on at this point? Is it going to be delayed significantly because of the pandemic? What is the status here? Well, guys, this movie was, and actually we could say a number of movies, because they were basically filming some of these movies back to back, that being like Avatar 2 and Avatar 3. They were actually filming all the live action sequences in New Zealand in the spring of 2019. So a while ago, right? They announced, filming with the principal performance capture cast had been completed in November 14th of 2018. So look, this has been such a long process, guys, that we have been, it's just been going on and on, it seems like, for forever. Now, I know a lot of it has to do with James Cameron wanting to shoot certain sequences underwater, and he didn't feel like the technology was quite there yet, so he's waited all these years to get these underwater sequences filmed. And so that's why, part of the reason why it's taken so long. Other than that, it's also, they've been going through number of script rewrites, and just a lot of different issues, like whether it might be creative differences or whatever the case might be. It's taken a while to get the ball rolling. Seems like finally we've at least had the ball rolling now for since 2018. So where are they at now? I think, guys, pretty much they're probably wrapping up, most of what they need to for at least Avatar 2. The question now comes down to the marketing. It comes down to, when this this movie is going to release. And I believe it's supposed to come out in December of 2021. And with the pandemic going on, is it going to get pushed back? I think there's a possibility, because of the other movies that are now getting pushed back a year or so, that were supposed to come out in 2020, are now going to come out in 2021. Which leads to a lot more competition, let's put it that way. But Avatar 2, I do believe, guys, is on the way. It's going to be coming out at some point or another. And I know it's been so long. It's felt like years and years, and I'm almost not even going to believe anything until we actually are able to watch the movie. It feels like surreal that we're even talking about Avatar 2 at this point, because it's been so many years later that this movie is finally going to be coming out for all of us to witness. But I think a lot of it has to come down to, guys, just those script rewrites, wanting to film, underwater. And look, I'll give you an example, and I've said this before. With George Lucas, when he was filming the Star Wars movies, he filmed 4, 5, and 6. He filmed Star Wars Episode 4, Episode 5, and Episode 6 first, because he thought that the technology wasn't there yet for Episode 1 with the pod race that Anakin was in. So he filmed 4, 5, and 6 first, then comes back and does 1, 2, and 3 when the technology was there. He felt that he could film the rest of the stuff, the rest of 4, 5, and 6 first, because he felt that it wasn't anything that technologically would impair the movie. And then you get to 1, 2, and 3, and you kind of see why, and why he waited on it. So look, at the end of the day, I believe that's part of the reason why James Cameron, he's been taking his time. He's been, obviously with the script and the number of script rewrites, and then, of course, wanting to film underwater these significant sequences, which I'm really excited to see what they do underwater with the underwater technology that they use. Who knows, guys? He knows, James Cameron knows, that in order to really keep the audience engaged and excited about this and build the hype in a major way, they've got to almost blow this thing out of the water again. Avatar, the first one, that everyone saw, was like blown away. Are we going to be blown away again in Avatar 2, Avatar 3, Avatar 4, Avatar 5, which apparently there's going to be 4 more Avatar movies coming out. Who knows how many more after that? It's hard to say. This is James Cameron's baby, and he's taken his time with it. and I can't wait to see it. But where is Avatar 2 at this point, guys? Most likely, they might have to do some reshoots, potentially. They may be pretty much done. Who knows? They might be done, and at this point, they're just editing. They're doing all of the, all of the different VFX that they need to, and then this movie will come out in 2021, which they'll probably start promoting it, early 2021, and they'll come out later in the year, as long as with the pandemic and such, they don't have to delay it once again. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed again, guys. But let me know what you guys are most excited to see in Avatar 2. I'll tell you guys, I'm excited to see the underwater sequences. It feels like that's part of the reason why there's been such a hang up here is because of those underwater sequences. So hopefully we get an opportunity to check that out and get to see it in 2021. But let me know what you guys are most excited about in the comment section below. And for more Avatar 2 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.